Hello everyone, Michelle here, Creative Memories Independent Advisor, and I was doing a fun blog layout, and I just loved the neutralness of this, I guess, and the simplicity of it, that I thought I would come on and share um, how I did it and what you would need, and a couple variations with it, just so you can kind of see that they're not necessarily specific to a specific theme or collection, that sort of thing. So anyways, this one was created with the Totally Tonal Beige paper pack. Basically need your trimmer, your adhesives, microtip scissors, the largest circle of the circle custom cutting system, your red and blue blades, a black pen, variety, or the foam squares. I think they're variety now. These are some of the old ones. And then your mat. So like I said, I just thought this was a beautiful layout. It's using, those are your tools. It uses the Totally Tonal Beige paper pack along with the Totally Tonal Beige stickers and the beige solid cardstock. So here is the layout. Oh, can't get my mat out of the way here. I just love the simplicity of it. I did not add the stickers or anything onto it yet, as I'm going to wait until I know what pictures I'm going to put on there. But basically, you have your 4x4 photos. I cut a 1.5-inch strip off of each of the 12 different, it's 6 papers, but with the 2 sides, you get actually 2. So it calls for, I believe, 18 1.5-inch squares. So there are a couple you will use more than once. So basically, all you need with your each page or each paper design in the Totally Tonal paper pack, you cut a 1.5-inch strip off of it, and then you cut 1.5-inch squares. So they are adhered along the top and down the side. This is a 1.5 by 3.25. You could use white cardstock if you like, or a little journaling box, but I just already have the 1.5-inch strip cut, so I just use the most neutral color background to use that for a journaling box. And here are the beige Totally Tonal stickers, and according to the blog post on the banner, you can see that they've kind of, or the little circle, they've kind of added these little banner strips and some hearts and stars. And I thought I would add mine once I know what pictures I'm going to use for this. And then a couple of the word stickers around the journaling box and such. So I just wanted to show with the red and green blades, or the red and blue blades, this is using your largest custom cutting circle. You go ahead and cut the outside of it with the blue blade first to give you a big solid circle, and then go back through around, don't move anything, and go back around with your red blade to give you this little thin little outline, and then you just measure it along whatever you need and just snip it off with your microtip scissors. So I bumped it up on foam squares just so you can get the stickers above and underneath it and on top of it when you choose to put those on there. So again, I just love the simplicity of it. I love the tonal part of it, and I went ahead and created it a couple more times. It literally took me less than a half hour to do that. So here is with Avocado. I did feel, putting your pictures on here, you might need a little bit of a buffer with a white border. So I did do the 4x4 photo mats, and then you could use a 3 3/4 inch photo squares on here to put on top, just to give it a little bit more, because I just thought with the you might need just a little bit of buffer, since this is a little bit darker than the beige tonally tonal. But again, your 18 squares, the 3 1/4 by 1.5 inch journaling box, in the banner. As you notice, there are, just going down and doing the black dashes along the outside. The blog post actually has it going through the photos as well. I'm going to wait and do that once I get my photos on there, just to make sure I actually use the 4x4 inch squares. And also up here on the ring too, there's the dash, which I do like. I go back and forth with that, as I don't like doing it freehand because it seems to be, in my eyes, messy. I have come to accept it, I guess would be the right word. So this one I did freehand around the outside. I thought I'd try it doing using a ruler, and so I did it with a ruler here. I didn't feel that it was any better than doing it freehand. So I think I'm not going to mess with the ruler anymore, and I will just do it freehand. But it does add just a little bit of a touch to the page, which I do like. In here is the blue Totally Tonal paper pack and blue cardstock. I believe here, either way, you could use your mats, use the 4x4s as mats if you'd like, or just put your photos straight on here. Depending on how much color and stuff is in your photos, you might be able to get away with it on the blue. This one I did not do the stitching around, just to see the difference. And you can kind of tell, you can see how it's just that little bit, but it does add quite a bit to the layout. But I wanted to show the versatility of these layouts as well, and how you don't need to be specific to what they use on the blog. You can use any type of collection with these, as I showed you with the 3 different tonals. Definitely could use it with the adventure parks or the birthday bonanza collections that have recently come out as well, to kind of gear it towards whatever theme you're looking at using. But again, took me less than a half hour. I cut everything first and then assembled it, so that maybe helps with a little bit with the time. I was hoping we'd be able to use the square punch, but that is just a little bit bigger, and like I said, it takes mere minutes just to cut that strip and cut those squares. So I hope you enjoyed the different versions of this blog post, even though they are pretty much similar, just different colors. But I just wanted to kind of show a little bit of versatility with it as well, and the simplicity of it, which I love. So thank you for watching. Enjoy your day.